Good day, Mom. I am James Howard Salia from VSHM 3A, and today I will discuss the Chapter 10 Laws Regulating Restaurants and Other Tourism Oriented Establishments. So, our topic outline for today are nature and description of business, restaurants, shops, and department stores, sports and recreational centers, museums, karaoke bars, galleries, tertiary hospital for medical tourism, spas, laws governing casinos and gaming establishments, special conditions of the franchise, taxes and exceptions, prohibitions, operations and maintenance of the tourism-related establishments, requirements for accreditation by the Department of Tourism, laws regulating caterers, Food Caterers Association of the Philippines, membership in the FCABP has the following benefits: role of the local government's units, role of the Bureau of Food and Drugs, retail trade law, roles on how engage in retail trade, qualification and requirements of foreign investors, laws regulating sale of alcohol, the law government code, laws regulating churches, monuments, national shrines, landmarks, and other important historic edifices, vandalisms, poisoning, and lastly, thief. So our learning objectives for today are enumerates the responsibilities of restaurant or similar establishments, identify the laws that govern restaurants, caterers, bars, health and fitness clubs, spas, and entertainments, and lastly, cite example of issues and problems that may arise in restaurants, bars, and other tourism-oriented establishments. So, nature and description of business, the law. A restaurant is any establishments offering to the public refreshments and or meals. Bars and pubs may also be classified under this generic category. A department store is a store that sells or carries several lines of merchandise that is organized into separate sections for the purpose of promotion, service, accounting, and control. A shop is a small retail establishment offering a line of goods or services. A sports or recreational club center is any establishment offering sports recreational facilities to tourists and the general public. Gyms, clubs, dance studios, theme parks, cinemas, theaters, and other halls fall under this category. A museum is an institutional establishment where a collection of valuable objects and artifacts on history and culture, arts, and sciences are put in the exhibition for the general public. A karaoke bar is any establishments offering karaoke and videoke facilities to tourists to the general public. A gallery is any establishment that has formal space of exhibition, paintings, sculptures, prints, photographs, potteries, and mixed media works. Tertiary hospital for medical tourism is any institutions that provide clinical care and management, as well as specialized and subspecialized forms for treatments, surgical health care services, or treatment all illness and health problems in order to maintain one procedure and intensive care. Medical tourism involves traveling for the purpose of availing health and well-being. A spa is establishments that has a holistic approach to health and wellness, rest and relaxation that aims to treat the body, mind, and spirit by integrating a range of professionally administered health, wellness, fitness, and beauty, water treatment, and services. Restaurants. The locality in environments including approaches should be with a proper ingress and egress. The facade and architectural features of the building should be appropriately designed. There shall be adequate secure parking space provided for the free to customers. A receptionist should be available to usher guests. A waiting lounge with a telephone should be also be provided. Shops, department stores, the establishment should be in fronting of major streets or therefore or it's situated in a shopping center or mall. The entrance and display windows should be attractively designed and adequately illuminated. The furniture and decor of the establishment should be presentable and functional at all times. The shop should be a fully air conditioned, well maintenance restrooms should be provided for should be provided by the establishment itself. At any event that shop is located in a shopping mall or commercial building, the common or public restrooms should be made available to the clients or visitors. Sports and recreational centers. These include theme parks and amusement parks. These also include health and other fitness establishments, spas, and governed by different accreditation standards. The locality and environs, including approaches, should be pleasant with a proper ingress and egress. The facade and architectural features should be appropriately designed. This should be provided adequate and secured parking space to customers. Adequate security should be provided at all times. A receptionist should be available to usher in guests. Waiting a lounge and telephone should be provided. Museums. The the institutions should be a member of national community and museums. The locality and environs, including approaches, should be pleasant with a proper ingress and egress. The facade of and architectural features should be appropriately designed. An adequate and secure parking space for customer should be made available. Adequate security should be provided at all times. A well-informed receptionist should be available to usher in guests. A waiting lounge with a telephone should be provided. There should be a conference and or auditorium provided with audio-visual equipment and made available to the public. There should be adequate for equipped library which is made available to the public. There should be adequate accessible toilet facilities provided separately for male and female with toiletries provided. Karaoke bars, the location and environments, including approaches, should be pleasant with a proper ingress and egress should be in comply with the zoning and land use policies of municipality concerned. The facade and architectural features should be appropriately designed and installed. There should be adequate secure parking space provided free to customers. A receptionist should be available to the usher guests. Galleries. The gallery that he located in a commercial district with a pleasant formal atmosphere should within he fixed space for proper display of art work and should be used exclusively for a gallery business. All sections of the gallery should be properly maintained, keep clean at all times. Administrators, operators should be certain that the artworks on exhibit on the display are authentic and it acquired from the sources. Said acquisition must be legitimate, not violate any law relating to the said transaction acquisition. The painting and other artwork exhibit or on display should be proper lighting and labeled. The gallery should be a proper secured. Tertiary hospital for medical tourism. The minimum requirements for the operation of tertiary hospitals for medical tourism should be based on the following criteria. A. Location. B. Bedrooms. C. Front office. Receptions. D. Housekeeping. E. Food and beverage. F. Engineering and maintenance. G. General facilities. And lastly, H. Staff. Spas. The spa should be situated in a safe of reputable location with a clean and calm and relaxing environment. There shall be a reception counter attended by qualified and trained staff of reasonable furniture, lounge with our seating facilities commensurate with the size of the spa. There should be a separate clean and adequate public washrooms for male and female with running water adequate toiletries. There should be a secured separate male and female public rooms for guests, separate male and female public shower and changing rooms, and separate unlocked public treatment rooms for male and female. Laws governing casinos and gaming establishments. The law. Section 1, Declaration of Policy. It is hereby declared to the policy of the state to centralize and integrate all games of chance not adhered to authorized by existing franchises or permitted by the law in order to attain special conditions of the franchise. After deducting 5% as a franchise tax, the 50% per share for the government in the aggregate gross for earning of the corporation from this franchise, or 60% if the aggregate gross earning by be least 150 million should immediately be set aside and should be accrued to the general fund to finance the property infrastructure development projects and to finance the restoration of the damaged or destroyed facility due to calamities as may be directly and authorized by the Office of the President of the Philippines. Taxes and exemptions. All importance for sole and exclusive use of the casinos, the proper and efficient management and administration thereof and such an enclaves, recreation and amusement place to be as establishment under this franchise should be exempt from the payment of all kinds and customer duties, taxes, and other imposts, including all kinds of fees, levies, or charges of any kind or nature, whether national or local, vessel and accessory ferry boats imported to the be imported in by any corporation having existing contractual agreement with the PAGCOR for the sole exclusive use for casino or to be used service the operation and requirements of the casino shall also be totally exempt from the payment of all custom duties, taxes, and other imposts, including all kinds of fees, levies, assessment, or charges for any kind of nature, whether national or local. Prohibition. Only tourists and or foreigners who are not resident of the Philippines and resident with net income for a previous year at least 50,000, which fact should be certified to be a Bureau of Internal Revenue, should be allowed to pay the gambling casinos. Operation and maintenance of the tourism-related establishments. Firefighting facilities should be provided in accordance with the Fire Code of the Philippines. All facilities of the establishment concerned should be properly maintained at all times and periodic environment control program should be conducted. All enclosed areas of the establishments concerned should be fully air conditioned or well ventilated. Requirements for accreditation by the Department of Tourism. Any person, partnership, corporation, or other entity desiring to secure an accreditation from the department should be accomplished in duplicate and file with the department that accomplished prescribed for such purpose. Application should be accompanied by 2 copies. Laws regulating caterers. A caterer is defined as a person, firm, or association provided of food and supplies, and sometimes services for parties, weddings, and other social functions. A caterer is defined as a provider of food and preventions. There are 2 kinds of catering services. A. on-premise catering. In this type catering, the caterer has his own banquet hall with a own attached kitchen and production area. And B, off-premise catering. For this type of catering, the caterer brings all complete service to the customers. It's kind of banquet operation that takes place in a venue chosen by the client or in airline boat, industrial site, and other places. This banquet service caters to various types of functions. Food Caterers Association of the Philippines. Food Caterers Association of the Philippines is a group of catering companies with a need to professionalize the industry and serve the needs of the food catering industry. The association has managed to attract diverse network of the renowned allied members who represent the food manufacturing, food description, audio system, floral, photo, and wedding planning industries. Here's the membership of FCAP has the following benefits. Role of the local government's units. Under the local government code, the responsibility for the provision of the basic services and facilities has been devolved to the local government units. The term devolutions refers to the act by which the national government confers the power and authority upon the various local governments units to perform specific functions and responsibilities. Role of the Bureau of Food and Drugs under Republic Act number 3720, known as a Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act. The law seeks to ensure the safety and good quality supply of foods, drug, and cosmetics, and to regulate the production and sale traffic to the same to protect the health of the public. The Act created the Bureau of Food and Drugs to administer the Act. Retail Trade Law. The Retail Trade Liberalization Act of 2000 was enacted on March 7, 2000, which specifically repealed Republic Act 1180, otherwise known as the Retail Trade Nationalization Law. Rules on who may engage in retail trade. First, Filipino citizen, natural-born Filipino citizen who may lose their Philippine citizenship but who reside in the Philippines, and partnership, association, and corporation organized under the laws of the Philippines which are wholly owned by the Filipino citizens. Second, may engage in all forms of retail trade under the Act of Foreign-Owned Partnership, Associations, Corporation, form and others organized under the laws of the Philippines, may upon realization of Security Exchange Commission or case of foreign-owned single proprietorship with the Department of Trade of Industry, may engage of the investment of retail business. Qualification and requirements for foreign investors. No foreign retailer should be allowed to engage in retail trade in the Philippines unless all the following qualifications are met. Laws regulating sale and alcohol. The law. The National Internal Revenue Code. The National Internal Revenue Code of 1997 as amended by Republic Act number 9334, December 21, 2004, has imposed excise taxes on the purchase of alcohol. The excise tax rate should be based on the classification of alcohol content as provided under the law. The Local Government Code. Under said law, every local government unit should be exercised the power expressly granted those necessary implied therefrom, as well as a power necessary appropriate or incidental for its efficient and effective governance, and those which are essential to the promotion of general welfare. Local government units should be ensure a promotion of health and safety and maintenance peace and order within their respective theoretical jurisdictions. Laws regulating churches, monuments, and national shrines, landmarks, and other important historic edifices. The law, the virtue of Presidential Decree of number 260, August 1, 1973, the following has been declared national shrines, monuments, And the landmarks. So as you can see, here's the following declare national shrine, monuments, and landmarks in the given of down. Vandalism. The law, Article 327, who are liable for malicious mischief, and any person who shall be deliberately cause of the property of another any damage, shall be guilty of malicious mischiefs. Article 328, special cases of malicious mischiefs. Any person who shall cause damage to the National Museum or National Library or to any archive of registry shall be punished. Article 331, destroying or damaging statues, public monuments, or paintings. Any person shall be a destroy or damage statues of any other useful permanent public monuments shall be suffered to the penalty. Any person shall be destroy or damage any useful permanent painting for public nature shall be suffered the penalty. Poisoning. The law, Article 264, administering injurious substances or beverages. The penalty establishments by the next prescribing article. Serious physical injuries should be applicable in the respective cases to any person who, without the intent to kill, shall inflict upon another serious physical injury by nudging no no by nudging administrative to him any injuries, substances, or beverages, or by taking advantages of this weakness of mind and credibility. Article 265, less serious physical injuries. Any person should be inflict upon another physical injuries not described in the preceding articles, but which should be incapacitate the offended party of for labor for 10 days or more should be required medical attendance for the same period. Article 266, slight physical injuries and maltreatment. The crime of slight physical injury should be punished. Thief. The law, Article 308, who are liable for thief. Thief is committed by any person who with intent to gain but without violence against an intimidation or person not to force upon things shall be take personal property of another without the latter of consent. Article 310, qualified to thief. The crime with a thief shall be punished by the penalty next higher by the 2 decrees is committed with a grave abuse of confidence. Article 311, thief of the property of National Library and National Museum. If the art prop if the property is stolen by the property of National Library or National Museum, the penalty should be arrested mayor of a fine unless higher penalty shall be provided under the prevention of this code, in which case the offender shall be punished by such a higher penalty.